man. It ain't no Swiss cheese doctrine, man. It's airtight. It's airtight, man.
And more than it was crossing it. Yeah.
It's airtight.
I got one more for you too.
Okay.
Right here, this is the one of the picture. Blow it up a little bit.
Cherry wheel discovered in 1978 in the sea bed of the Red Sea. What cherry wheels doing at the bottom of the Red Sea?
Because there wasn't no cherries in 1900s. So you have to go back far enough to when the cherries were around.
Somebody has been found lying.
And you cannot get this much coral reef and growth over a wheel in a small period of time of 100 years like that.
You can't artifact that. They gotta happen over a period of time.
See that? So it's airtight, man. All right, next thing we're going to get into is the Babylonians. Now, what we was going over is showing you how the reason why we as a people have been in and out of captivity. The reason we've been in and out of captivity is because our stiff-necked disobedience to our God. And he warned us time and time again, if you don't do what I tell you to do, you're going back into captivity. All right, you got the Exodus 11 and 7 real quick. Showing you the differences to back up the definition of all the dark-skinned people, but not the Negroes. So this is to back that up, Exodus 11 and 7. Let's get that out.
Exodus 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
Right, come on.
Against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doeth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
The Most High put a difference between the Egyptians and Israelites. Israelites descend out of Noah's son Shem. Egyptians descend out of Noah's son Ham.
That's right.
They're dark-skinned people, but they're two different people, two different manners of people, two different nations, two different laws, different gods, all that, man.
That's right.
Different ceremonies, all that, man. So, you know what I'm saying? The Lord put a difference between the Israelites and the Egyptians. And that's just the truth. That's just what it is. All right, let's get to these Babylonians. The Babylonians is the next empire, what it was.
They came in when I was just there.
All right, this is the ancient world again. Ancient world again, page 21. Going into the Babylonians. All right, it says, Babylonia once again became a great state under the Chaldean ruler Nebuchadnezzar. His son Nebuchadnezzar II, 605 through 562 BC, extended Chaldean power, defeating the Egyptian king Necho at Carchemish in 605 BC and taking Jerusalem twice. Wow, taking Jerusalem twice, huh? Let's grab Jeremiah 25, brother. Jeremiah 25, 1 through 17. And let's get some historical, let's get some scriptural verification on this. Scriptural verification.
All matching up.
All matching up, bro. It's all matching up. It ain't no Swiss cheese doctrine out here. It is what it is, man. Now either, you know what I'm saying, you're going to take heed to what's going on. Oh, guess what? It will be a problem out here. All right, you got that? Jeremiah 25, we're going to read verses 1 through 17. The prophecy of Nebuchadnezzar coming and dropping Jerusalem. Before he came and did it. Through Jeremiah the prophet, a real prophet of the Most High. Not none of these new jacks out here. A real prophet of the Most High.
Jeremiah chapter 25, starting at verse 1. The word came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah. That was the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon.
We just read about Nebuchadnezzar in a book called The Ancient World That Is Not the Bible, man.
Ooh.
Why are we reading about historical figures that actually lived in the Bible if the Bible's not historical? You got to answer that. And then it said he took Jerusalem twice, in which he did. In which he did. All right, come on, brother. At this time, the 10 northern tribes had already been took down. You feel me? We say 10, really like 9, because Levi was scattered amongst all the tribes. You know what I'm saying? But the 10 northern tribes have been taken down by who? We just read, the Assyrians. And he deported them Now, if you get in the book of 2nd Ezra and the Apocrypha, it goes into how they left the Assyrian captivity and came and dwelt in the land no man had ever dwelt before, called Arsarif. That's why when Columbus, the heathen, came over, he called this the New World, even though it was people already living there. And they were speaking Hebrew. Now, that's another lesson, though. But, you know, so you'll know what a major spot where the 10 lost tribes was at. It was the Americas. By the time the arrival of the Edomite or the so-called European showed up on these shores, it was brothers already living here, man. Speaking Hebrew and all that. Yeah, brothers was off, worshiping idols, doing things they wasn't supposed to be doing, but nevertheless, they came and dwelt in the land no man had ever dwelt before, what you call the New World. And it took them a year and a half to get here from the other side of the world, man.
When the brothers said they went off, started serving other gods, thus seeing the troops overtaking them.
Yeah, yeah.
And being taken down like every other time we ran things.
Yeah.
We fall to another god, he surely fall. Right after.
He sending a whole nother power through the earth to take us down, man. You feel me? And a lot of them was thrown on slave ships and took back to Europe. Since y'all want to say Deuteronomy 28:68 don't fit to them, the slave ship, lots of them were thrown on slave ships and took to Europe and down into the Caribbeans. And you can find that in that book of Black Indians. We got that book as well. All right, come on, brother.
Verse 2. To which Jeremiah the prophet spake unto all the people of Judah, and to all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, From the 13th year of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, even unto this day. This is the 23 year. And the word of the Lord has come unto me. And I have spoken unto you, rise early and speaking, but ye have not hearkened. And the Lord has sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending in them. But ye have not hearkened. Nor incline your ear to hear. They said, Turn ye now every one from his evil way, and from the evil of your doings, and dwell in the land that the Lord has given unto you and to your fathers forever and ever. And go not after other gods.
Don't go after other gods. That's our problem in slavery, out of slavery, man. Most High do great things for us, and what we do, we lust to serve other gods. That's why it's important to get our children away. We got to break the chain, man. Get our children away from these false gods that have false doctrines and false ceremonies. If you don't know bunnies lay no eggs, what the hell are you doing observing that? If you know Halloween is the feast of the dead and it's the second highest Sabbath of the Satanists, what are you doing? Huh? That's the reason why we are here. Flat out. All right, come on, brother.
Also, you know, real quickly, there's a book called Children in Witchcraft. So we understand that why you say, because they used to disguise their children to hide from those spirits on that high wicked day. So they disguised them as ghosts and as witches and as goblins to confuse the evil spirits. So you don't even understand the ritual that you practice.
Don't even know.
So you disguise your children to protect them from being possessed or taken by those wicked spirits. And you celebrate and do that repeatedly every year.
And want to call it a trunk or treat at church. Y'all should be ashamed of y'all. You so-called pygmy preachers need to be ashamed of yourself, man. Like, for real. Like, come on now. You're going to have to answer to the Lord for this. You don't be taking the teachings of Christ and then mingling it with the doctrines of devils. You can't eat out off the table of the Lord and the table of the devil. You can't drink out the cup of the Lord and the cup of the devil. The Gentiles sacrifice to the devil. What are you doing? That's the reason we here.
The very reason.
Come on, man. But you get mad at the brother because he drinking him a Budweiser. Come on, man.
But you got a Christmas tree in your church.
Altar to another God in your church.
Power to it.
Come on, brother.
Verse 6. And go not after other gods to serve them, and to worship them, and to provoke me to anger with the works of your hands. And I will do, read that again. And I will do you no hurt.
Lord say, look, if you don't go after other gods, I won't do you no hurt. That's the problem. Even for you brothers that got that outward cup appearance, you Israelites. You feel me? You brothers that's Israel after the flesh and not even after the spirit. Tripping off garments and long beard. Dog, that was never the problem, Jack. Like, I understand we got cultures and all that, but that wasn't never the problem. The problem was, even in your garment, with your ancient Hebrew, with your long beard, you still served another god, man. And you still sacrificed your children to the devil. From whence cometh the wicked mind? That's what Ezra was asking the Most High. See, after the order of Melchizedek, it's a spiritual order, man. Yeah, we Israel, the direct seeds of Israel, but the things that y'all pushing on brothers was never the problem. That ain't the reason why we here, because brothers shaved beards and didn't have fringes on.
Yeah, you won't find that.
You won't find that in there. It's because you went and served other gods, man. Come on, bro.
And now we fast forward to days like now. You believe anything, Sarah Spaghetti, Ray Hagen, Pagan, whatever they say, you believe them. No proof. They ain't got to bring out proof on nothing. They sit up there and speak for hours off the imaginations of their own mind, and you believe them.
With a slideshow.
And you believe them.
Wow, man.
Don't question nothing.
Right. Or the IUIC clowns with the purple and gold garments. That's just like the Black Panther vibration. Everybody get a black beret and a leather jacket and a pick.
And then a week later, you ask why people suffer like we suffer.
Yeah, yeah. You think, oh, dang, those garments sure look shiny. Man, them brothers is cops, man. They done took the fraternal order of the Brotherhood of Police Officers, man. What is you talking about? You running around here thinking, okay, because you got on a purple garment and some gold fringes down to your kneecaps. Brother, that is not about to stop the spiritual realm manifesting into the physical. You finna start seeing stuff you only see in the movies, man. In front of your face. If you ain't prepped to handle that, what you gonna do? All right, come on, bro.
So we at verse 6, and we read that again. So we understand why it happened. And go not after other gods to serve them, and to worship them, and to provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will do you no hurt. Yet ye have not hearkened unto me, said the Lord, that ye might provoke me to anger with the works of your hands to your own hurt.
To your own who hurt?
Your own hurt.
See that? Come on.
You did it to yourself.
You did it to yourself. Because he warned you about what you ought not do. He warned us, man. So it's a righteous judgment when that heathen got his boot on your back. Huh? It's a righteous judgment. The Lord told you what to do to avoid this.